not responsive right now, bro.
Does he have a pulse?
No, bro, look at him. He's not responsive right now, bro. Bro, are you serious? He gonna just let him sit there with that on his neck,
Let me see a pulse.
Is he breathing right now? Check his pulse. Check his pulse. Check his pulse, Tal. Tal, check his pulse. Tal, check his pulse, bro. Bro, check his pulse, bro. You bogus, bro.
Don't do
you
drugs,
bogus.
guys.
Don't do drugs, bro. What is that? What do you think that is? You call what he doing okay?
Get back
You
on the
call
street.
what he doing okay? You call what you doing? You call what he doing okay?
Are you really a firefighter?
Yes, I am from Minneapolis.
Okay,
Bro,
then get on the sidewalk.
You think that's okay? Check his pulse.
Check his right
Pulse.
Get back on the sidewalk.
The man ain't moved yet, bro. The man ain't moved yet, bro.
Okay.
This was the beginning. This was the beginning of the public reaction to the death of George Floyd. And it started with these folks who may very well end up being witnesses in the trial. But you could see their outrage in the moment, and that outrage obviously grew in cities across the country with the demonstrations and some of the rioting that we saw in cities during the summer, including Minneapolis, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, it was everywhere. And it's this case, the George Floyd trial, and you understand the impact that it's had across the nation. And the impact starts obviously with George Floyd's family first and foremost, but then to the residents of Minneapolis, the folks in Minnesota, and across the nation. So prosecutors in the case filed a motion for reconsideration, trying to convince the judge that he made a mistake by saying he's allowing cameras and microphones inside the courtroom for the trial. Posted it on social media with a little bit of a rant of mine, and got your reaction from the 13th juror. We begin with our 13th juror comment of the day from Michael, who says, don't understand it. I don't see the reasoning why the prosecution wouldn't want cameras. All it's going to do is turn on a light bulb for the nation's 13th juror thinking, what is the prosecution afraid of? You're right, Vinny, a slam dunk is apparently only in the eyes of the beholder. Nima Rahmani, former prosecutor, you know there's not such thing as a slam dunk, except sometimes with the feds when they've got a confession, 4 videotapes, 3 audio tapes, and 5 co-conspirators testifying. But that being said, how important, Nima, is this verdict going to be?
Extremely important. This is the case of the century. This is about race. This is about criminal justice, our relationship with law enforcement. I absolutely agree with Michael. And maybe the feds should take over this case, Vinny. The AGs took it from the DAs, the local guys, but apparently they're not doing their jobs. So.
No, you know why? Because John Roberts in the Supreme Court won't allow cameras in any federal courthouse. Even if the federal district court judge wants cameras there, Roberts and the rest of the crew won't allow it. So that's another rant for another day.
One of many things I disagree with this Supreme Court.
There you go.
You know,
Judy tonight writing, transparency is the key. It doesn't make sense that the prosecutors don't want cameras in the courtroom. This is not renewing our faith in the court system. Just makes people suspicious that there's something to hide. Aramis Ayala, state attorney for the 9th Judicial Circuit in Florida, which leads the nation in transparency. How's that working out for everyone down in Florida?
And well, I can say they're not wondering what we're doing. They may not like it. They may disagree with it. But at the end of the day, I believe that I serve the people, and the people aren't properly served if they're not properly informed. And cameras in a courtroom inform people where they don't have to speculate about what happened. They have seen it.
Our friend Pauletta tonight, is it possible the prosecutors may see there's been enough hate and destruction surrounding this case and may not want to continually fuel the fire? Maybe they're looking out for the best interests of our cities by not showing the trial. Just my opinion. Byron, which would fuel the fire more? A verdict after the nation has seen the evidence and heard the testimony, or a verdict where they don't know what took place inside?
A verdict when the public knows what happened inside the courtroom. So I'm sorry, Paulette. I disagree with you. I don't think they know what they're doing, and I don't think that they're doing it to save the city or do anything like that. I think what they're trying to do is avoid the scrutiny of the public. But that's exactly kind of what goes with their job, is scrutiny from the public. And I think that's why they're not doing it. There's no altruism behind what they're doing. There's just them trying to save themselves, I guess, in some sort of fashion.
Christina tonight, wow, this is a reminder of D.A. Cameron, who swore the grand jury decided against indicting for murder. Too much this year if you want to begin to heal the cops versus communities relationship. This needs to be public. Nima, where is that relationship right now? Police officers and the public members of the community.
Relationship is poor, and this is not helping it. Obviously prosecution and law enforcement are separate, but the public needs to have faith in their public servants, whether they're local DAs or AGs. And I think she's talking about not DA Cameron, but AG Cameron out there in Kentucky, who made a huge mistake in how he blamed the grand jury for his office's decision not to charge the officers in that case.
Joyce tonight, they obviously have their own reasons why they don't want the public to see the evidence, maybe because they know it'll stir things up and cause more riots. Aramis, are you at all concerned about a public reaction, either before, during, or after this trial?
So I think that we have to be honest about the public reaction. They're not reacting to what they're seeing. They're reacting to what happened. And are we going to hide what happened, or are we going to show what happened? So I think that the public has a right to be outraged when someone is killed in broad daylight and if the evidence supports a conviction. They have a right to be outraged if the laws don't support a conviction when you can watch a murder and then someone be acquitted. They have a right to be outraged. They don't have a right to destroy items. They don't have a right to blow things up, but they do have a right to be outraged. And if you're an American and you stand for justice, we should all be outraged to some degree.
Ernest tonight, they did O.J. Simpson on camera for the whole world to see in court, so why not them? We deserve to watch the full story in question. And Ernest, I agree wholeheartedly with you. What a job tonight by our think tank. Nima Rahmani, Aramis Ayala, Byron Brown, regulars in the rotation. Love to have you on. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks, Vinny. Good to be here.